What's going on, everybody? AJ Cochran here with Phoenix Rising. Going to answer your guys' Twitter questions that you sent me over the past couple days. Hope you guys are staying safe during this time. Let's get this going. Mr. Cochran, do you think Carol Baskins fed her husband to the Tigers? I do think she disposed of him somehow. I was confused. I think the airfield would have known if a plane was missing. Have you ever had a teammate who hailed from a country that you were previously unaware of its existence? No, not that I can think of. What is something that you just recently realized that you were embarrassed you didn't realize earlier? That I'm not very good at puzzles. If you were also a dog, would we be friends? Yes. Weird question, but yes. Good question here. Favorite song and why? I like a ton of different types of music and songs, but one song that sticks out to me that I've listened to for a really long time since I was a kid and still today, and it's kind of timeless, would be Eminem's Lose Yourself. How and what does training, staying fit look like for you and the squad during this downtime? We have an awesome sports scientist, Steve Fell, who sends us workouts to do at home and runs to prepare for when the season does start back up, and we're also staying in touch with all the coaches, so that's kind of how we're staying fit. What is the airspeed velocity of an Uladen swallow? Great movie. Do you mean an African or European swallow? What fictional family would you be a member of? Also a good question. I would have to say Game of Thrones Starks, even though a lot of bad things happened to that family. They stuck together and very strong family. You are so multi-talented. Thank you, Mon. If you couldn't play football, what other sport would you want to do? Also, can I play an instrument? Unfortunately, I cannot play an instrument, but if I had to pick a sport other than soccer to play, I would pick golf. Be a professional golfer. I think being a professional golfer would be pretty amazing. AJ, what is your favorite wild animal? A wolf. Wolf is my favorite wild animal. Here's a good question. Who's your favorite Blues and Cardinals players of all time? I'm going to have to go with Tony Twist, who was an enforcer for the Blues back in the day, and then a legendary defenseman, Chris Pronger. And for the Cardinals, I'm going to say Yadier Molina and Albert Pujols. But, side note, David Freese is also a Cardinal legend in my eyes. Favorite moment with the team so far? That would be winning the Supporter Shield down in New Mexico. Celebrating with our fans afterwards was amazing, and Joey Calistri with an absolute golazo. So, favorite memory so far. What are your favorite pizza toppings? Favorite pizza toppings? I'm gonna have to say pepperoni and bacon. What would be much better if you could just change the color of it? Eric, good question. I had to think about this one. I'm gonna have to say the Mississippi River. It's called the Muddy Mississippi. So if it was a little clearer, I think that would be much better. What's your pregame routine and how are you staying focused during this quarantine? Pregame routine's pretty simple. Just listen to some music. Try to stay as calm as possible, but focused at the same time. And then how am I staying focused during this quarantine? That's just trying to stay busy and know that it's going to end at some point, and I want to make sure that I'm prepared for our second little preseason and to go back in and be ready for training. So that's kind of how I'm staying focused, is just staying busy and knowing that it is going to end. What's your go-to barbecue food? Go-to barbecue food would have to be ribs and smoked wings. And shout out to St. Louis Barbecue, best barbecue in the country. If you could only watch one TV show for the next year, what would it be? Entourage. Easy answer for me. That's my favorite TV show of all time. I think can't even tell you how many times I've watched it through. So Entourage. And then what would be your idea of a perfect date? My idea of a perfect date would be to be outside somewhere beautiful with some incredible views, eating a awesome meal, whether it was sushi or steak or something like that. Big foodie. So I think that would be my ideal date. Thank you guys for sending these questions in to me. Really enjoyed reading them and answering them. I hope you guys are all staying safe during this time. Just know that we're gonna be back at Casino Arizona Field very soon. But in the meantime, please enjoy the time with your families and just stay safe. So thank you guys. See ya in a couple weeks, hopefully.